Hi Aries, Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season. Welcome to Karma Light Readings. I am Karma, and this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2020. Before we get started, I pulled two cards from my new deck that I received as a gift, Wisdom of the Oracle. And the two cards that you have are Chaos and Conflict and Community. I love the art in this deck. It is so beautiful. So chaos and conflict and community. The numbers 8 may mean something to you, 33, 6, 14, and 5. So let me tell you what I got with this. I feel as though right now you may be having a situation. Of course, we have chaos and conflict, but I feel like this is more within. Okay, there may be a situation on the outside that is causing you to fluctuate up and down within your thoughts, right? In your mind, causing you confusion. But the reason why there is confusion is because this is almost like a self-identity crisis. Although I feel like crisis is a little bit too strong of a word, but this is a self-identity situation where you are struggling to do what is true to you and what you really want, and dimming your light in a situation that might not fully be serving you to your full purpose. And that can be because this is a connection with somebody or a situation with someone who means a lot to you. So you don't want to fully let go of it, right? But what I feel with this card, chaos and conflict, and what I feel Spirit is really saying with this is to find the peace in this tornado of a situation, because there is a lesson, and I feel strongly for a lot of you Aries, this is going to be a way for you to show how you've grown, because how you normally may have responded or reacted to a situation, or the amount of thought and energy you may have put into situations previously, I feel that in this instance, you are going to be doing it differently. You might not be giving this person the response that they're used to getting from you. You might be taking the high road and realizing, I don't really need to say much to get my point across, right? I don't really need to say much. We have community. So I also feel that this is affecting how you fit in a particular group or connection or situation with somebody. How are you feeling comfortable in this community? Is there a sense of community? Is there compassion, empathy? Is there, the things that you need to feel at peace within a group or a situation? Is that happening? I feel that for a lot of you, you may be gaining a new community, gaining a new group of friends, even a new connection. But I want to be sure that because I'm strongly feeling, and we'll see when we pull more cards, that this could actually also be a new connection with somebody old, somebody that you've had chaos and conflict with. And because your perception has changed and you're looking at it differently and responding differently, you then in turn create a stronger bond and community with this said person or situation. I feel that, in a community, it's very important that you connect more on what you have in common rather than what you don't. Everybody's going to come into arguments or disagreements or conflict, but to know that you've grown is to see the difference in how you respond to that in this situation, because what that does is it allows for compromise to come in. It allows for understanding and acceptance to enter a situation where it may have been void from previously. And this then allows things to flourish and grow in ways that you hadn't necessarily thought of before. Okay, so let's get started here. Holy Spirit, what messages of inspiration, enlightenment, guidance understanding, clarity. What do you have for Aries, rising, and Venus for January 2020? That was a horrible shuffle. Let's do that again. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could have Scorpio in their chart, or they could. Scorpio card keeps popping out. So I do feel, again, like we're talking about changing perceptions. This is a period of rebirth and transition for you, Aries. And I feel that in January, it's really the beginning step of you putting those boundaries and implementing that type of behavior. Okay, good behavior. All right, let's take a look here for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, January 2020. Night-night. Whisper, baby. All right, let's take a look. So bottom of the deck, overall energy that we have for January 2020 is the Page of Swords in reverse. Somebody's irritated. Communication could be a little bit yucky this month. So I do feel like that's why we have chaos and conflict with community. So this is going to be an issue that's happening within your community. I just got a feeling that this could be a family issue as well for some of you, Aries. They wanted me to say immediate family instead of community, but I wanted to say community for the whole collective. But for some of you, this could be very close to home, okay? So this is some sort of disagreement. You know, there could have been a separation, I feel, in the past. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so you could be dealing with a fire sign. I'm seeing the Page of Cups in reverse with the King of Wands blocking it. There's some disappointment here that you're having. Either, you know, I know you're a fire sign too, Aries, but you could be dealing with another fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, but I do feel that there is a masculine energy here. Please keep in mind, it doesn't have to be masculine. Again, Scorpio is here, okay? So I feel as though there's some sort of disappointment happening in a situation. It's causing you to be closed off, or it's causing somebody else is very, very closed off right now. They're keeping something very close to their chest. Okay, this is because of things from the past. I feel like there was a lot of confusion. There could have been some dishonesty in the past with this person, Aries, or in this situation. Yeah, this is why we have chaos and conflict. I do feel like this is a connection. Somebody in the past had a really hard time going within and kind of connecting with their inner emotions and feelings in regards to this situation or this issue here that you have. And I feel like it was so, I want to say painful, but more just because it was so confusing, it was like frustrating to really, and I feel like a lot of time in the last few months, maybe from September through December, a lot of time was spent focusing on this situation within, okay? And it was causing conflict, and you're just not sure which way to go. And it was causing somebody to come off as very cold. You may have split with this person in the past, Aries. And it was really difficult. This was a painful situation. It's not something that you were really ready to let go of. And I feel like that is why there's a lot of confusion. You're not quite prepared to release this situation, or at least you didn't want to. But you have this King of Cups coming in. So there's this energy of someone coming into you. They could even have already reached out to you because this is current. And it's pretty emotion filled. This person is very sure of their emotions. They have their emotions in check. They know how to control their emotions, okay? I feel like this is also a message from Spirit to you when we're talking about chaos and conflict and community. This is what's coming into you, right? Responding differently to situations, reacting differently. Our perception has changed. I'm not going to overreact. My emotions are in check. You know, I'm not going to let you get the best of me. Just being in control. But I'm also getting the feeling that somebody is coming in with some sort of message of love. And you've been waiting for this for a very long time. And I feel as though you're just kind of tired of waiting. Let me look into this. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Holy Spirit, why is the Seven of Pentacles coming in for the future? In reverse. Seven of Pentacles, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio card. 3 cards came out and I will take them. So this is something that you've been waiting for a very long time. There is a transition. Something ended so that something could begin. I feel that for some of you, Aries, this is going to be a resurrection of an old connection, okay? And there's this Knight of Cups here and the Two of Wands. You have a decision to make. Again, I'm getting the energy that either you or somebody else... sorry, my cat was below my feet. I thought my cat was there. You have a decision to make. So again, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I'm getting this energy, either you or the other person, who is just kind of being like real relaxed about it. I feel like it's you and you're surprised at how relaxed you are, because you weren't really like expecting yourself to be like, to say no, if that makes any sense. I feel that you've really been waiting for this moment, or waiting to have this type of conversation with this person, or receive this offer. Like, you've been waiting for this person to come forward and say, hey, I love you. Can we fix this? And now that you've had this conversation and they've come forward, you all of a sudden find yourself in this neutral state where you're just like, I'm okay. You know, I'm okay. I don't really, it's okay. I'm going to pull back. And I feel like that shocks you. I have your energy as the Lovers in reverse. Again, you don't know what decision to make. That's why we have the Page of Swords in reverse too. You're faced, you know that either choice will benefit you. I feel like that's because you've done a lot of growing and evolving, Aries, okay? And so I also feel like that's probably why the energy I'm feeling is very relaxed. Like, you're not feeling rushed to make a decision here. Because right now you're in this energy of, well, it's over. You know, I get it, it's over. And we're not going to move forward. But I don't feel like the other person feels that way. You love this person a lot, Aries. You don't actually want this to be over. But I feel like you're just feeling over it because it's getting tiresome. Holy Spirit, why is the Lovers here in reverse? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Something has to end for something to begin. And I think that you're recognizing that, because we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, so there's this new beginning. There's this offer that you are aware of. Okay, and for some of you, this could be you're recognizing, I need to walk away from something in order to receive the stability and the prosperity that I'm trying to create for my life, because I'm not going to get it with this person. But it's very difficult for you. And what's funny is this part, you're going to shock this person because they're coming through as the High Priestess. So your outside influence is somebody is super confused and in their emotions, Aries. Holy Spirit, why is the outside energy here as the High Priestess? Yeah, because they're like, what is going on? And then we have you on the bottom of the deck, Aries. Like, you stepped into your power. You've set specific boundaries. You said, look, this is what I need. This is how it's going to be. And they're like, what happened? Everything feels flipped upside down to this person. It's because you're really taking control. That's what your response is different. Chaos and conflict and community. I keep being drawn back to those two cards, which is crazy because they were pulled obviously before these ones. I feel like this is you saying, I'm Aries. I know what I want. I've taken some time to think about, you know, my reactions to things and what role I'm playing in this situation. And how is this serving me? What am I getting from this? Am I getting the happiness that I'm looking for? Am I getting the purpose? Is this filling anything for me? You see an abundant new beginning on the horizon for you. And I feel like you recognize, I love this person, but I may need to pull back in order to reach it. And that scares the bejesus out of them. Let me tell you, it really does. They're so in their emotions and lost. It literally feels like somebody took the rug and pulled. I almost feel like they're not quite sure how to respond or react to you when this happens. I don't feel like this has happened yet. I feel like this is something that will be coming in the month. And, you know, as we get into your weeklies this month, we'll see. Holy Spirit, why is strength here? So strength is in reverse. Again, I would be careful. Again, this is in your fears and your hopes. Okay. And what we have is the Strength card with the 9 of Cups in reverse. So I would be careful here of this conflict and of this chaos, and not, I feel that the best outcome for you in January is to walk with your head held high, Aries. This person knows already. I feel that a lot of you have voiced already your opinion in this situation and what it is that you are looking for. I don't like to use the word expectations, okay? But in an essence, that's what it is. But it's really what you need to stay, right? Everybody has something that is a mandatory requirement there, not an expectation. It's a requirement, okay? And if it's not meant, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the other person or with you if you don't meet somebody's requirement. It's just, it doesn't work for them, and that's okay, and you can move on. I feel that you have become very clear of the requirements that you need in your life, and this situation is not meeting those requirements. You have the potential here for things to go very south. You have the potential for things to become argumentative, okay, chaotic again. A lot of hurtful things could be said that will leave somebody feeling emotionally drained and emotionally depleted. You have the strength and the wherewithal to not allow that to happen this month, okay? The final outcome of this January reading for you, Aries, is the 10 of Swords. So again, I feel like this is you letting something go, something that was painful. Again, coming back to the 4 of Pentacles, knowing that it's okay if something's over because I'm going to rise on the other side. So let's take a look. 10 of Swords. Holy Spirit, why is the 10 of Swords here? I'm not going to take those because they just... Why is the 10 of Swords here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? There. Okay, so Tower moment with the Chariot. So again, I do feel like it's a good thing though. Something has to end for something to begin. And I said that with the Scorpio card. Keep in mind, the Tower came out in reverse. So this isn't going to be something fun. I feel like it's going to be easy on your part. The Tower in reverse is the other person kind of acting childish, right? But you have the Chariot. You're gracefully moving through this. You're just like, I'm plowing through. I'm getting this over with. I feel like the Tower's in reverse because it's so shocking to the other person. Because I feel like you're really coming through as Aries, as the Emperor. Hey, hear me roar. You know what I mean? Bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. You're not going to believe this. 3 of Cups, the Fool with Twin Flames. So again, it's like I said, something has to end for something to begin. You are setting your boundaries, closing out one situation, whether this is with another person, so that you can begin this new joyous journey with your soulmate, or this is you putting your foot down in a current connection, Aries, saying, I'm not playing this game anymore. These are my requirements, not my expectations. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to switch, flip a switch inside of this other person. And they're going to come back because it shocks them. I feel like you taking control and responding differently and giving that sense of community of, hey, I'm with you, but this is what I need. I feel like that may be what is needed to happen here to get the gear going forward and get you guys moving in a different direction. For some of you, this will be ending of a situation completely and starting something new. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I'm Karma. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.